from Vancouver to enjoy TIFF. This is my first time. First time at TIFF, first time at Midnight Madness, and I've enjoyed it very much.
What do you know about Midnight Madness? What do you think is going to go on in there?
Well, I've heard it's a lot of fun, and we're supposed to shout a lot and really enjoy ourselves, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to enjoy myself.
I'm Matthew Price. I record for MAMO, the podcast, but right now I'm here for the Substream. We're in front of the lineup for Midnight Madness Day 6, which I'm going to call Hump Day +1. And everybody's a little tired, a little punchy, but really ready to go. We really want to see a great movie. Tonight it's Sleepless Night, ironically or not. So far we've seen a pure action play, we've seen a really good comedy, a couple of horror films, and now there's another kind of action thriller tonight. These have all been awesome. I'm hoping, what we haven't seen yet, and what I'm hoping for is, for lack of a better word, the Midnight Madness Crazy Go Nuts film. A movie like Save the Green Planet or Volcano High. A movie where there are no rules, where 5 minutes in, you turn around and think, I don't know what is going to happen next. I just know I'm going to keep watching. You know, anything could happen, and that's what I like about Midnight Madness. We're going to be asking people, what kind of genres, as this is an action genre film, what kind of genres do they like to see at Midnight Madness? Is this the kind of midnight that you look forward to more? Is there a style that you like better?
The action movies are nice. In some ways I feel they don't have enough of them, but I prefer them, them and the martial arts over the horror.
This is not your first Midnight Madness. Not your first even for this year, right?
No, I've seen them all except for God Bless America and The Incident.
Is there a genre, is there a type of movie that either we haven't seen this year or that you really like in Midnight Madness that you haven't seen yet?
We haven't really seen a comedy, especially because during the day I'm seeing a lot of depressing movies and you need some catharsis.
I think my favorites of Midnight have been the quirky horror that you just don't expect. 2 years ago, I loved The Loved Ones, but I think I always just enjoy being surprised when I go into it, because Colin is usually pretty good at getting the things that are, hey, this is a genre, but slightly twisted.
How fast is your decision to go to sleep?
You know what? I have not had a single one where I've thought, you know what, I'm just going to go to sleep. I have that more during the day. Because if I fall asleep now, then when I get my butt home, I'm not going to fall asleep.
Okay. Wait. Do you want to come? We're doing a thing. Come back. Come back. Okay, come back. That's the start. You're about to go in and see your movie premiere in front of a screaming crowd of maniacs, right?
I don't know. I don't know the crowd.
What do you know about this Midnight Madness thing? Is this your first time here?
Well, I know. Yeah, it's the first time, and I know it's the screening is around midnight, and I know it's supposed to be madness. But that's about all I know. I have no idea of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen.
You're going to hear some crazy screaming, so.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna see a good reaction, I think.
Okay. Well,
we're gonna do our best, make you happy.
Look. I'm already happy. I'm really enjoying this moment. So
awesome.
I think I've never seen such a long line for a movie. How many people are there tonight?
I think it holds 1,400 or something, but I don't know if we'll get the whole thing. But it's gonna be at least 800 or 900 people. Yeah.
Not bad.
So we're just about to go in. Gonna enjoy Sleepless Night. I'm gonna be back at the end with Mike, and we'll have a little tete-a-tete, see how we felt about it. But right now, I'm heading inside. Yeah, I've done 5.
10 divided by 6 is 60%.
6 divided by 10 is 60%, yes.
And we saw the third French movie in a row of the Midnight Madness.
I don't think that's intentional. And the second, this was advertised as like an action movie. I would not call this an action movie.
Like a John Woo film with all of the gun battles cut out.
It's an action movie the way that Collateral is an action movie. Like peripherally, I guess.
It's a film arranged around action. There needs to be action for certain things to happen, but the majority of the film, which is about a crooked cop, ostensibly crooked cop who needs to rescue his son from some gangsters after he pissed the gangsters off, and all of the action happens in one night in a packed Parisian
in a
nightclub.
really cool.
Yeah.
Again, I think this movie does a lot of stuff really right. If you don't have the biggest budget in the world, spend it all on one set.
Spend it on extras.
Yep. And the other thing they do really brilliantly, in fact, I don't think I've seen it done this well since maybe Titanic, is they communicate geography of the place organically to the story. So he goes all the places in the club once, like this thing is next to this thing, and you always know exactly where everybody is and how long it will take them to go from one place to the other.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's a great film. I also don't think it's a film made for someone like me that has a deep and abiding passion for the kind of almost out-of-the-box American Hollywood action film. This is kind of a French interpretation
I agree. First of all, it has a spectacular fight. It reminded me of the fist fight in Shane. The fist fights in Shane are not like movie fist fights. They're just like two guys wrestling around on the ground, because that's how real men fight.
And this movie's got a fist fight that would maybe be what a fist fight would be like between two guys who are 44.
There's a lot of misses. There's a lot of like trying to step on each other.
There's a lot of give me a second. Let's both catch our breath. Yeah. It's an interesting film to watch and to contrast with how you think an American director would do it. If they fed it through the studio system, it would just be garbage. Because it's got a character. The character is a dirty cop who becomes a hero, and the son grows into a man. Together, they have an adventure. There's a couple of scenes for me that almost cross a line in terms of irrevocability of a character who goes from bad guy through anti-hero to hero. Yeah. There's some odd scenes in the middle where he's utterly ineffectual. This is the only action hero who runs downstairs and falls down them twice, and people laugh at him.
There's a lot of this movie where, and I didn't mind it necessarily, but there's a lot of this movie where he actually doesn't have the plan yet. And you keep waiting for him to like find his purpose. On a story level, it's not compelling, but it's very compelling in its execution. I think the scenes are really good.
It has a bunch of kind of slightly goofy, slightly broad, slightly just missing the mark stuff, but it's floated on the back of really solid filmmaking because of the stuff that they pay attention to, like the fact that it's in this kind of
and that the club is really good, and a club with music in it that isn't shit. There's actually kind of good club music
with a hilarious scene of French teens line dancing to Queen.
Yes, that is a really good scene. I really like that. Yeah.